This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
A day after his murder, no leads yet on who killed Dilshan. A tearful farewell as the team was laid to rest. After calls for a CBCID probe into the Dilshan killing case, CBCID DGP R. Sekhar tells NDTV Hindu the agency has begun investigations.
Crime branch CID, our offices and with our local offices, we are investigating the case.
Political opinion swell seeking justice for young Dilshan. PMK says a death penalty for those found guilty. TD Dogra, the head of forensics with AIIMS, lands in Chennai, is expected to submit a final report on cause of death for Sadiq Pasha. Lankan Navy plays bully again on the international waters, warns 40 Indian fishermen on the high seas. Jayalalitha's freebies plan sails full steam ahead. This time its bus passes handed over to 27 lakh students. And our very own hockey hitters stun even the German greats, making us wonder what it will take to give the sport the ultimate launchpad.
Indian players are by themselves the better player than Germany. They can all very skillful, very good players.
Dhanush starrer Vengai is set to roar. Will director Hari provide the bang for the buck at the box office? Very good evening. You're watching Headlines now with me, Ashmit. Time now to take a quick look at stories making national headlines. 11 Congress MPs resign over the Telangana issue. Their resignations are yet to be accepted. Unhappy with the slow probe, the Supreme Court converts the government's high-powered Black Money Committee to a special investigation team. A ruling JDU leader's son is dragged and beaten by the police in Patna for allegedly eve-teasing. Another alleged rape in Uttar Pradesh, a woman reportedly gang-raped by 4 men in Raebareli. Well, first up at this hour, a developing story and a disturbing one at that. The probe into the 13-year-old Dilshan's killing at the Army's compound at the island grounds has begun. Now, he was shot dead yesterday as he tried to pluck a mango from a tree at a defense area. It's still not clear who fired the shot at him. The boy's last rites were conducted this morning. But ever since the news of the death was made public, the vicinity has been tense. The state government has transferred the case to the CBCID, which is now probing the case. As of now, the post-mortem of the teen indicates the bullet's entry and exit wounds on Dilshan's heads. Meanwhile, forensic experts believe that the boy was shot from a 15 to 20 feet range with a high-powered weapon. Well, NDTV Hindu spoke to ADGP of CBCID R. Sekhar about this case. Here's the latest we heard from him.
The case has come to crime branch CID, our offices and with our local offices, we are investigating the case. Any details, definitely we'll let you know. Thank you.
Well, the Army on its part issued a fresh reaction to this incident and they have said, and I quote, full cooperation is being given to the local police in the joint investigation. The Army will take all measures to reach to the bottom of this case and take stern action against anyone found guilty. The police have been interrogating 2 boys separately. All assistance will be provided to the investigating agencies. Well, not only has this case sparked protest among the residents, but sharp reactions among the public of Chennai as well. We caught up with a few today. Here's what they had to say.
I was very shocked when I saw it on the TV because after all he's a very small boy and I don't think there was any need for shooting at that child. And moreover, I think Tamil Nadu is such a peaceful place, especially Chennai. I don't think we expect anything untoward to happen in Tamil Nadu where the army has to shoot.
For just plucking a mango, you are shot dead. It is not correct. It is absolutely wrong. And on the part of defense, it is they have no excuse at all, I should say. It is very bad on their part. In fact, they are supposed to be defending the country and all that. Small boy plucking a mango or something like that. What is the harm in that? It's a government property, nothing wrong. It is very bad.
ராணுவத்தினர் அவரை பிடித்திருக்கலாம் அல்லது அவனுக்கு ஏதாவது எச்சரிக்கை செய்து அவனை வெளியே அனுப்பிச்சிருந்திருக்கலாம் அல்லது போலீஸிலுமே ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம்.
Well, moving ahead on this same story, political reactions have been coming in thick and fast, and of course they have been quick to come out with it. PMK's Chief Ramados has said in a statement, and I quote, that the army personnel who shot at Dilshan should be given a death penalty. Now, he has urged the state government to get an additional 5 lakh rupees from the army's kitty as compensation for the kin of the victim. Well, on to another developing story. The Central Bureau of Investigation, or the CBI, wants to leave no stone unturned in the death of Sadiq Basha, aide of former Telecom Minister A. Raja and prime accused in the 2G case. Now, the head of All India Institute of Medical Sciences Forensics Department, Dr. D.D. Dogra, is in Chennai today to give his final opinion on Basha's post-mortem report. While local police officials say it is a case of suicide, CBI wanted to get a final confirmation from AIIMS. However, sources say that Basha's suicide note was also found to be genuine. And well, even as Sri Lanka freed Indian fishermen who were captured earlier, there appears to be little respite from Sri Lankan playing bullies in the waters between the two countries. In the latest, fresh reports coming in suggest that 14 Indian fishermen from Tamil Nadu were warned by Sri Lankan Navy personnel and were sent back to the Indian coast. They are believed to have sailed into Sri Lankan waters. The 14 Indian fishermen, from the latest that we hear, are reportedly have reached Rameshwaram. Well, moving ahead, Dr. Nancy Ann Cynthia Francis is a nominated member to represent the Anglo-Indian community in the Tamil Nadu Assembly. The governor nominated her and Chief Electoral Officer made a formal announcement on this afternoon. Well, finally now, freebies rain down on students across the state. We tell you more about it on the other side. Keep watching.